Well, you're here now, aren't you? So welcome to episode 2 of Neil's Shed. After yesterday's resounding success, I thought of doing another. I got asked a load of questions. I was inundated with messages and emails about how the shed came about and why I built the shed. So I'll get that out of the way and do a little video for you today, just going at all the pictures and stuff like that. I was going to build, when you see the pictures, you'll see the gap that I put it in, which is at the end of my little yard. I haven't got a big yard. And it was either buy a shed for 200-300 quid, 400 quid, and put it in the gap, but it wouldn't completely fill the gap and I wouldn't use all the space. Or buy a custom one, make one myself. So all in, I tried to use all recycled parts. I used my bench here is made of old scaffolding boards there. I bought the window off Facebook, bought the door off Facebook for 20 quid. Window was about 25-30 quid. And then, because I was working from home, because of lockdown and everything, I thought I'll make a little office to sit in. So I made this office down the other end here, but to be honest, I don't really use it because the internet doesn't come through great. So I made this little office area. Now these are all recycled bed slats, all footy shades there. Again, scaffold boards. There's an X-rated picture there. My missus when she was younger, no, it's not. So that's that. I tried to get as much little bits of tat junk in there, but as I say, don't use it that much, but I'm going to try and use it a bit more. It just gets me out of the way of the house when I've got work to do and stuff, so I'll try and use it a bit better. Good news from yesterday, the condensation isn't here. Now it has been very damp or rainy overnight, so I don't know if that could have something to do with it, but from yesterday's job, it's looking a bit positive. Shed today, it smells a little bit musty when I come in this morning, if I'm being honest, but it still's got that little hint of WD-40. When I first built the shed, I knocked a tub of, what's it called, terps over, and it stunk of terps for a good few weeks, but it's quite a decent little smell, terps, isn't it, when you think about it. So, without further ado, I'll get into the rest of the video and show you how my shed was made. Hope you enjoy it. I'll try and talk you through and try not to bore you too much. So, let's have a little look through it. As you can see in the next picture there, you've got the gap that I wanted to fit it in. So I started building that frame, and then I just added the window into the frame there. I bought the door, like I said, off Facebook. It cost me 20 quid. A little bargain there to go and pick it up and put that in. Just I offered it up there just to see what it looked like, and then once I had the frame in place, I started building the roof section. I used that bitumen corrugated sheet for that. Then I went down the end. I had to think about this for quite a while. I was going to get it to drain away. Obviously I had to ask my neighbour's permission to drain it into a gutter on the top of a wall we shared. I think that's the reason why I'm getting so much damp in there, because of the outside wall on there. The cats came to have a little visit. So once I got the basics in place, I started to build on that with the frame. I put the frame up, the roof in place, and it all started coming together. I didn't want to start the floor until I got the roof in. As I said in my video yesterday, we got I put these sections in the top, but it didn't really work out because it causes the condensation. Next I got some shiplap. That was probably the most expensive buy of the shed altogether. Started to put the shiplap in there and put it in there. The door was still supported there. Made that bit up as I went along. I made most of it up as I went along. There was no designs, there was no idea to it. I just put it up and played with it as I went along. Made some errors, put them right. Especially proud of this edge here that I cut in at the end against the wall there. Then I started on the floor. Got some proper flooring from B&Q to do that. I wanted it to be quite sturdy, and then it all started to take shape. This next slide, I put a wall in to try and segregate the office part from the shed part, but it didn't really work out in the end because I struggled to get past with my bike. So last week I removed that. I took that out, and again I started to put the section in there, the old scaffold, recycled scaffold planks, and the old bed slats. As you can see at the beginning of the video when I showed you the office, the corner of that started to get a bit of mould in it now, so I've had to take that out and have a rethink on that one to see where I'm going to go with that. That was the finished kind of office. Then I started to put some more little shelves inside to finish off the shed area. I really wanted a tool wall, like a shadow wall, so I started putting one of them in as well. You see that shortly. Painted the office section, put my footy shirt up and stuff like that, some bits and bobs. There's the start of the tool wall, which then eventually is now to come down now. Bit of painted it off, and then it was near enough finished there. So all in, it cost me about 300 quid, which wasn't so bad really. Well, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed that. Just a little insight there, moving forward, how I made my shed, so you've got an idea of what's going on. I'm in my shed, it doesn't matter. If you like what you see, don't forget to like, can't believe I'm saying this, subscribe, or let us know in the comments if you think of any little projects, or you can see any here you think you could help me with, maybe get rid of the condensation, or any ideas for that. And give us a comment as well if your shed's got an interesting smell. Let us know what the smell's like. I do love a good smell in a shed. Anyway, thanks for watching. Speak to you next time.